The year is 753 BC. Imagine a city of shimmering marble, a beacon of power. The streets are lined with grand temples and bustling markets, where the air is filled with the scent of exotic spices and the sound of merchants haggling over their wares. The city is alive and teeming with energy. This is Rome, a city destined for greatness. From its humble beginnings, it would rise to become the heart of an empire that spanned continents, influencing cultures and shaping the course of history for millennia. But behind the grandeur lies a tale of two brothers, a story etched in blood and ambition, the legend of Romulus and Remus. These twin brothers, born of a Vestal virgin and the war god Mars, were abandoned at birth and left to perish by the river Tiber. This is not just a story. It is the foundation myth of Rome, a tale whispered across generations. Rescued and nurtured by a she-wolf, the brothers grew strong and courageous, embodying the spirit of the city they would one day found. It explains their origin, their values, their very essence. The story of Romulus and Remus is a reflection of Rome itself, a city born from adversity, driven by ambition and destined for greatness. It is a story of divine lineage, of brutal betrayal, of the unshakable bonds of brotherhood tested to their limits. As the brothers grew, so did their ambitions, leading to a tragic conflict that would end with Romulus standing alone, the first king of Rome, having slain his own brother in a fit of rage and jealousy. Romulus's reign marked the beginning of Rome's ascent, but it was not without its struggles. The early days of the city were fraught with challenges, from hostile neighbours to internal strife. Yet through it all, the spirit of Rome endured, driven by the legacy of its founders. Over the centuries, Rome would expand its influence far beyond its humble beginnings. It became a melting pot of cultures, a centre of learning and innovation, and a beacon of civilization. The legacy of Romulus and Remus lived on, not just in the city's monuments and traditions, but in the very fabric of its society. Today, the echoes of that ancient past can still be felt in the streets of modern Rome. The city's history is a testament to the enduring power of its myths and legends, a reminder of the greatness that can arise from even the most humble beginnings. Rome, the eternal city, continues to captivate and inspire, a living monument to the enduring legacy of its founders. The story of Romulus and Remus is not just a tale of the past, but a timeless narrative that continues to shape the identity of this magnificent city. Our story begins in Alba Longa, an ancient city ruled by King Numitor. His younger brother, Amulius, driven by insatiable greed, seizes the throne. Numitor is overthrown, his sons murdered. Only Rhea Silvia, his daughter, remains. Amulius fears Rhea Silvia, fears she will birth heirs to the throne. He forces her to become a Vestal virgin, a priestess sworn to chastity. Her fate seems sealed, her lineage seemingly extinguished. But fate, it seems, has other plans. In the ancient world, fate was often seen as an unstoppable force, guiding the lives of mortals and gods alike. The stormy river symbolizes the turbulent and unpredictable nature of fate, a force that can change the course of history in an instant. The god Mars, drawn to Rhea Silvia's beauty, visits her. Rhea Silvia, a Vestal virgin, was bound by her vows to remain chaste, but the gods had other intentions. Mars, the god of war, was captivated by her, and their union was destined to alter the fate of Rome forever. Their union results in the birth of twins, Romulus and Remus. Amulius is enraged. The birth of these twins threatened his rule, as a prophecy foretold that they would one day overthrow him. In a fit of rage and fear, he sought to eliminate this threat to his power. He orders the infants placed in a basket and cast into the Tiber River. The act was meant to ensure their demise, a cruel attempt to defy the prophecy. The basket, a fragile vessel, was their only hope against the mighty river. The river, swollen with rain, carries the basket downstream. The powerful currents could have easily swallowed the basket, but fate had a different plan. The river, a symbol of nature's raw power, became an unlikely ally in the twins' survival. The current, however, is kind. It guides the basket gently, as if cradling the infants within. The river's unexpected gentleness contrasts with its usual ferocity, a sign that the twins were meant for something greater. It deposits the basket gently on the banks beneath the shade of a fig tree. The fig tree, sacred in Roman mythology, provided shelter and protection. It was here, under its branches, that the twins' journey truly began. There the cries of the abandoned infants pierced the air, their destiny hanging by a thread. The sound of their cries echoed through the wilderness, a call for help that would soon be answered. Their fate, though uncertain, was intertwined with the very foundation of Rome itself. The story of Romulus and Remus is a testament to the power of destiny and the enduring spirit of those who are abandoned but not forgotten. A she-wolf, drawn by the cries of the babies, stumbles upon a scene that would change the course of history. Instead of devouring them, as one might expect from a wild beast, she gently carries them to her lair, a cave nestled on the Palatine Hill. This cave, shrouded in mystery and legend, becomes a sanctuary for the helpless infants. There, in the dim light of the cave, she nurses them with the same care she would give her own cubs. She protects them from the dangers of the wild, becoming their unlikely surrogate mother. Her instincts, usually reserved for her own kind, extend to these human children, creating a bond that defies nature. Time passes, and the twins grow stronger under her care. One day, a shepherd named Faustulus stumbles upon the cave. He is astonished to find the twins being nurtured by the she-wolf. Moved by their plight, he decides to take them home. Faustulus and his wife, Acca Larentia, welcome the twins into their home. They raise them as their own, alongside their biological children. The couple provides them with love, care, and a sense of belonging, unaware of the boys' royal lineage. Romulus and Remus grow up in this nurturing environment, developing not only physical strength, but also a strong bond with each other. They learn the ways of the land, the skills needed to survive and thrive in the ancient world. As they mature, they become skilled in hunting and fighting, mastering the techniques passed down through generations. Their prowess in these areas sets them apart from their peers, hinting at their extraordinary destiny. Despite their abilities and the respect they garner, Romulus and Remus remain unaware of their true lineage. They do not know that they are the sons of Mars, the god of war, and Rhea Silvia, a Vestal virgin. Their journey from abandoned infants to legendary founders of Rome is just beginning, shaped by the love of a she-wolf and the kindness of a shepherd. As they mature, the twins learn of their royal ancestry. They rally supporters, overthrow the tyrannical Amulius, and restore their grandfather, Numitor, to the throne of Alba Longa. Their destiny, however, lies elsewhere. They yearn to establish a city of their own, a city destined for greatness. They choose the site where they were abandoned, the banks of the Tiber River, a place imbued with destiny and the favor of the gods. But their ambition leads to conflict. Romulus favors the Palatine Hill as the site for their city. Remus prefers the Aventine Hill. They agree to consult the gods to seek a sign, an omen to guide their decision. Each brother takes to a hilltop, seeking a divine message in the flight of birds. Remus sees 6 vultures first, but Romulus moments later sees 12. The interpretation is clear. The gods have spoken. The Palatine Hill it is. Remus, consumed by envy and resentment, refuses to accept the divine judgment. He mocks his brother's claim, his anger boiling over. In a fit of rage, he leaps over the ditch that Romulus is digging to mark the city's boundary. This act, a transgression against the gods and the future city, seals his fate. Romulus, enraged by his brother's defiance, strikes him down. Remus falls, his blood staining the earth, a tragic casualty of ambition and discord. Grief-stricken but resolute, Romulus presses on. He establishes his city on the Palatine Hill, naming it Rome after himself. This act forever intertwines his destiny with that of the city. He becomes its first king, its lawgiver, its protector. Rome under Romulus's rule flourishes. He establishes laws, creates a senate, expands its territory through strategic alliances and conquests. The city on 7 hills, drenched in the blood of a brother, begins its ascent to power. Romulus, after a reign of 37 years, vanishes mysteriously during a storm. Some believe he ascended to heaven, becoming the god Quirinus, forever watching over his beloved city. His legacy, however, remains firmly rooted in the Roman psyche. The story of Romulus and Remus served as a powerful foundation myth. It instilled in every Roman citizen a sense of destiny, of divine favor. It taught them the importance of unity, of putting the needs of Rome above personal ambition. The legend resonated throughout Roman history. Emperors styled themselves after Romulus, tracing their lineage back to the divine. Monuments and temples were erected in his honor. His story, a potent cocktail of myth and history, served as a powerful unifying force. Even today, centuries after the fall of the Roman Empire, the story of Romulus and Remus continues to captivate. It reminds us of the power of myths to shape identity, to bind a people together, and to inspire generations to come.